quick recap for you on the big story we've been tracking all afternoon. Siddaramaiah will be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka and D.K. Shivkumar, his deputy. This is what the Congress has announced, ending 5 days of suspense after the party's election win over the weekend. Now, the oath will take place actually on Saturday, day after tomorrow. And the decision was announced by Congress spokesperson Randeep Surjewala as well as K.C. Venugopal at a news conference after days of internal wrangling with both contenders pushing for the top job. Mr. Surjewala dodged a question whether the 5-year term will be split among them, saying power sharing means sharing power with the people of Karnataka, nothing else. But both leaders expressed their commitment to work together. In fact, we had Mr. Shivkumar tweeting saying Karnataka's secure future and our people's welfare is our top priority and we are united in guaranteeing that. Meanwhile, Mr. Siddaramaiah has said our hands will always be united to protect the interests of Kannadigas. The Congress party will work as a family. My colleague Sunil Prabhu has caught up with senior leaders of the Congress. He caught up with Randeep Singh Surjewala right after the press conference as well as D.K. Shivkumar. Listen in.
I'm joined by the General Secretary in charge of Karnataka, Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala. You've been working tirelessly for the last few nights. Can you tell us to our viewers how you were able to broker this peace? If you can
Khadge Saab is, he has great experience. He has wisdom. He has his own sagacious way of dealing with things. And he has a habit of building consensus and unanimity. I think he did it. We are only conveying it.
And the fact that Sonia Gandhi intervened in this matter and tried to resolve this entire issue, would you like to thank her also? Because
Srimati Sonia Gandhi is and will always be our guiding light. She is a source of inspiration for every Congress worker in the country. And I'm happy that everything has resolved amicably. And there will be a new government in Karnataka serving the people of Karnataka.
You did an excellent campaign in Karnataka, ensured that both Siddaramaiah as well as D.K. Shivkumar worked together. And when you say work together, carried on at that stage to ensure that there were no skirmishes. Somewhere down the line, people are feeling a little bit upset about how things played out. But you were always confident that you would get D.K. Shivkumar around.
See, unanimity and unity takes always some time, and sometimes people feel jittery because of that. End of the day, unanimity and unity is important.
One small exception has been made about the fact that PCC president will continue not following the Jaipur
because he will continue as PCC president for there is parliament elections. That's why.
So here you have it very clearly from Mr. Randeep Surjewala, a very categorical assertion that there will be some kind of, and that they have been able to resolve this entire issue. With camera person Sushil Rathi, Sunil Prabhu, NDTV. I'm joined by Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, the man of the moment. Sir, first of all, many congratulations. What made you finally break the ice?
See, it is. We believe in our party system. We all are part of the family. We have assured the people of Karnataka. Personal interest is next. Party interest is first. That is what my commitment is. That is how we have to work.
You finally agreed to the Congress president's decision. It must have been very difficult for you because you've toiled, worked. I've seen you in the state of Karnataka from the time when the Congress was decimated to bring it together. After working hard, you always want that gain, and that is why you were extremely determined for that top post. How did you finally concede to this?
See, ultimately, for various reasons. Suppose you think that we have done not won the election. What would have been the position? So now we have won. We have to get the fruit out of it. So to get the fruit, it is not me alone. Lakhs and lakhs of workers have done their best, suffered, worked hard. So we'll have to look at their end also.
the role of the Gandhis. Many people have been asking you about that. You have been extremely loyal, and I remember asking you in Bangalore before you came here, you said that you will be a loyalist, you're not a rebel, and you're not a blackmailer. You've stuck to your word. How did you finally, come out and you said, humanity reward will finally happen? It's not easy to give up the chief ministership. How did you do that?
See, once when we agree that we will leave it to the High Command, we made a one-line resolution that we will make it to the High Command. We will have to accept that. It is a verdict. A lot of us will be arguing in the court. Ultimately, what judge said has to be accepted. Like that, the Congress president, we all 135 members, all of them joined and said that we will leave it to the High Command. And it was the High Command decision, that's all.
Did Sonia Gandhi speak to you? Were you able, because you have always, said that she's like a mother, the party is like a mother. Did her intervention help in any way?
I don't want to bring Mrs. Gandhi or Gandhi family. I just met Rahulji, I met Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, I met my ACC office bearers. That's it.
In terms of power sharing, sir, now that we all know that both Mr. Siddaramaiah and you worked together in the campaign, but you all have had your differences. When you took over the party was completely down and out. How are you going to work together and allow this power sharing that takes place?
See, why are you just looking at, still you need, the work has to start, it has to start, at least you need about a week or something to start. Let it start. Let the process go on. Let us see the success story.
You have to deliver for the party 2024, and that means you need to work with Mr. Siddaramaiah and ensure also that the poor that voted, the middle class that voted, the fact that I've never seen, I'm from Karnataka myself, I've never seen such a massive mandate for the last 30 years. So it's going to be extremely difficult for you to implement that guarantee program that you've given, because it's thousands and thousands of crores. How are you going to do it on the ground?
Just wait, watch. We will take a decision on 20th, the first cabinet. We know economics, we have already worked out. We will decide and we'll let you know.
You were power minister, you were able to implement real grassroots power reforms there. In this is, some will say populist, 51,000 crores is approximately the figure that they're talking about. Karnataka is a good state in comparison to other southern states in terms of finances. Will this be a crisis for the party, for the government in at large?
Why are you wasting your time on the numbers, on the finances? You leave it to us. We are well experienced, we will manage, we will show, we will implement. We have a dedicated team for it. We have just worked out all the economics. And let the people reach whatever we have spoken. Then let us discuss things.
One last question, Mr. Siddaramaiah, and you have how are you going to work together and ensure that for the next 5 years, the Congress government will be stable? Because that's something that the people of Karnataka are really expecting, and that is why they gave the Congress a massive mandate.
Watch out for next 5 years and come back to me.
Thank you very much, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, speaking to NDTV. We wish him very well and explaining to us why he finally decided to make a breakthrough with the Congress High Command intervening. With camera person Sushil Rathi, Sunil Prabhu, NDTV.
But after the Karnataka election defeat, the BJP has another worry. The SC/ST. They lost a majority of reserved seats to the Congress despite promising an increase in the SC/ST quota. Vasudha Venugopal explains what the party plans to do in order to lure back the constituency before the polls in Rajasthan, in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh.
The Karnataka elections and the Congress is all set to form the government with a comfortable majority. The BJP, meanwhile, is looking at reviewing its results, and one particular area of performance is of concern for the BJP. This is to do with its performance in the SC/ST seats. Of the 51 reserved constituencies, the party has managed to win just 12, and when it comes to ST seats, the party has not even managed to win a single seat. Now, why is this important? Labhartis, or the SC/ST groups, form the fulcrum of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Labharti programs, and the BJP has been trying very hard to reach out to these voters through a slew of measures which include affirmative action, welfare programs, and even representation. I was speaking to the ST Morcha head of the BJP, Sameer Oraon, who said that very soon the party will do a critical evaluation of what went wrong with the ST voters of Karnataka, and will draw out a detailed plan for every state that is going to polls in the year to come. Now, this includes Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh, where SC/ST voters will have a dominant voice to play. Now, what went wrong in Karnataka? Now, 3 months before the election, the state government came up with a slew of reservation measures. It said that it will increase reservation for SC/ST groups. It also crafted an internal reservation announcement where it said that the SC left group will get about 6% of the quantum of reservation. Now the party leaders are telling me that this led to counter mobilization of the SC right, Banjara and Bovi groups against the BJP, which led to consolidation of SC voters against the BJP in all areas except the coastal belt, Bengaluru and Bidar. Now, what is the way forward? The way forward, with Rahul Gandhi insisting on Jitni Abadi Utna Hak and Narendra Modi's insistence on social justice, this is the area where we are expecting to see a lot of action. I was also speaking to P. Muralidhar Rao, who is in charge of the BJP for MP, and he said that the ideological penetration of the BJP in MP is much higher than it is in Karnataka, which is why since 2018, when the BJP actually lost a lot of tribal seats in Madhya Pradesh also, the party has been focusing a lot on these social groups.